So I'm Chanel Davis Bryant. I'm the program manager for Groundwork Jacksonville. The 400 project was brought to Groundwork through the Rangers at Timaquan Ecological and Historical Preserve. So November 2019, we started working on this and planning it. Originally, the 400 project was part of the 400-Year Commission Act, which is a federal act to bring funding and awareness to 400 years since the first enslaved Africans were brought to British colonies.
These enslaved Africans were humans and are humans too, and they suffered the same challenges and struggles that many of us can relate to now. So it's not, we just wanted to bring the humanity back to these people.
The 400 project became an animatic, which is basically the sketched version of an animation. So it's each frame kind of laid out and it's synced to the audio, but it's not a full smooth animation like Disney. The idea actually came from one of our youth, Bertram Alford. He decided that a great way to make this visual would be to make it into an animatic. But during the summer, we didn't have enough time to record the audio, get that down, get the scripts down, record it, edit it, and do an animatic. So we decided we'd make the animatic a fellowship. And then we took the step back. It's like, do we have that artistic skill set within Green Team to actually do basically a half an hour animation? So that's when we reached out to Jams and asked them to partner with us on this.
I kind of just go straight into it. I'm like, hey, I think this will look cool, and I draw it out. And then another idea pops in and I draw that out, and then I make my decision very soon. And then that's whenever I come up with the final thing.
Repetition. Essentially, if the scene came out bad or poor, I would most likely try to redraw it in a better image. So repetition is very good for artists. I feel that people's personal experiences and people's personal feelings and emotions that's running through the art makes it unique, and that's the same for me.
People have different art styles, and it's good to cooperate with them and use teamwork to get the project done.
Like being able to communicate your ideas is really helpful when working with others.
One thing that I learned from this design was like how to work with a team or work with a group, and how to effectively manage a big project and getting things completed within the allotted time slot.
All the frames, all the ideas, it's come from them. We, as the adults, a part of the project, really just facilitate them understanding how the process will go and understanding basically you got to do A before you can get to D, and sometimes D might not be necessary. Just making sure that everything flows and that we hit our deadlines, but giving the youth the freedom, the creative freedom to draw and to envision what this final project would look like.
I would like the people who are watching this video to kind of learn the history.
Working super hard for such little money in such bad situations so you can get some of your family, sometimes not even all of them, maybe you don't even get them out, maybe you get just you out because that's all you can do.
I want the viewers to learn from this 400 animation project about the Kingsley Plantation. I still want people to feel like they was inside of this plantation, working as these slaves.
I feel like maybe this will open their minds to the people who, didn't know what happened to this day. So, yeah, I think this will be very educational.
Slavery is bad. It's bad. It's not good. That was bad. That should have never happened. But I think they will be grateful to learn more about it, just like how I was.
The emotions that I would like to invoke are a sense of understanding of what the slaves had to go through, and empathizing with the difficulties and the hardships for both them and their families.
I want them to learn more about Black historical figures that are less known and that a lot of Black people don't even know about.
Through this presentation, I want them to feel as invested as I was when I first found out, because I think history is really interesting.
Determination, strife, maybe a little bit of fear, maybe so they can know about that. Certain people of the audience can know about the past and how it affects the future.